third topic is treatment of incomes and expenses pertaining to specific funds. Okay, so in case any fund is being given, like prize fund, match fund, tournament fund, so like if you see such fund, that is specific fund, then how the treatment of the expenses and incomes will be. Okay, first, specific fund is always to be shown on the liabilities side, and if there is any investment related to the specific fund, like specific fund investment is given, in that case that investment of that specific fund should be written on the assets side. I'll repeat, specific fund should be shown on the liabilities side, specific fund investment is to be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. And if there are any incomes and expenses related to that particular specific fund, those will not be entered in the income and expenditure account, which is whenever you have any specific fund, those should not come in the income and expenditure account. Okay, any income which is related to that fund, in that case we will add to the fund account, and if there are any expenses, that is to be subtracted, but this will be done only in the balance sheet. Okay, as I said, if we have, say for example, prize fund, okay, prize fund will be shown on the liabilities side. If there is any prize fund received, okay, or any interest received on the prize fund, in that case that will be added. If there are any expenses, like prize is being distributed, we spend some amount, right, that should be subtracted from the fund account. This will be done only in the balance sheet, and these kind of incomes and expenses of specific fund should not be shown in the income and expenditure account. Okay, if there is any interest which is accrued on the specific fund investments for the current year, then it will be added along with the fund account. Okay, like I said, right, any interest received on prize fund is to be added, and also be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet as accrued interest. If there is any accrued interest, then that should be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet as well. This is how the treatment of specific funds will be. Okay, so here illustration 15, how will the following appear in the final accounts of a club for the year 2017-18? You have your prize fund investment, interest received on prize fund investments, prize distributed, donation received for prize fund. So here keep in mind, you have to always write the specific fund in the liabilities side. So we are taking prize fund, which is 60,000, to the liability side of balance sheet. Okay, after this we have prize fund investment. So investment is an asset, right, so automatically this is to be written in the asset side. Prize fund investment rupees 60,000. After this we are receiving interest on prize fund investment. This is interest received, which means it is a receipt, so you have to add it to your prize fund. So add interest received on prize fund investment rupees 6,000. Okay, and again you have prices distributed means we are spending some amount there, it is an expense, so you have to deduct this amount. Okay, later you can deduct, since you are right, you have one more account also. Okay, then donation received for prize fund, you are receiving the amount of donation. Okay, so that is to be added in the liability, so you add donation for prize fund rupees 12,000. So add all these three, you get 78,000 minus, as we said, this is an expense, right, so this is to be deducted. So price is distributed rupees 8,000, so you write 8,000 here, deduct this amount, you get rupees 70,000 towards the liabilities. And as we know, we already wrote the price fund investment 60,000. You need not total these, you have to just show how it will appear. You need not tally, it will not get tallied. Okay.